After the grind comes the grind.
Mama June is Honey Boo Boo's mama,
Mother?
which y'all know
She lost she lost I think she got that surgery to
and lost all this weight.
Yeah.
Now, Honey Boo Boo is just this
her
like
head,
child celebrity.
Her head is still kind of big. Like there ain't. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I'm just saying like that is a balloon-sized head for that body.
You are not going to do that. You are not. No.
Well, there's probably something they could do with that.
I will not allow it.
Okay.
I will not allow
something they could do with
you to do that.
I'm not doing anything. No. I just thought that, I'm just, it is what it is. But maybe if you go get these type of surgeries, they could do something about that. I don't know.
To me, that's common. To have the bobblehead, the big head with the little body after you have that surgery. But if you ever notice,
my bad.
It levels out eventually because it's a drastic weight loss at one time. So the body seems to lose all the weight, and then the head has to catch up. So if you see her, it's maybe in another year or so she'll level out. To me, it's classic to see that happen. But that is besides the point, okay, V? Focus, okay?
All right.
The point was, Mama June was in Wendy Williams' news. And she was in, like, the national news. She was caught in Alabama. Her and her boyfriend had some crack on them. She got caught at the gas station with some crack. And Wendy was reporting the story, and she just found such humor in it. And it's kind of sad, for her to find such humor in that instead of being sympathetic, because she personally knew, what Mama June could have been going through as far as possibly being addicted to crack or cocaine. But for you to joke about that and find such humor in it, when you have your own demons that you're battling, supposedly, it's just not cool.
I heard about that. I heard about that story on Corey Holcomb the other night. They had the story on the Corey Holcomb show about that. Yeah.
Mama June and her ex-convict boyfriend at the Alabama gas station, somewhere in Alabama, fussing and acting a fool. And the police pull up and he got needles and she got a crack pipe.
They doing it big out there, man. Okay.
I don't know.
Is that big?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, I know peyote is much bigger, but I mean, I'm just saying big for the world that we're currently in. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Nobody was even bringing up peyote. No, nobody brought that up.
I didn't heard about that quite enough, so yeah. But I'm just meaning this normal world we talking about. Yeah, they doing it out there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Every time I hear about crack, it's just like a dirty word to me now. Like, why? Especially like you're like a B-list celebrity. You should have enough money. You ain't gotta be doing crack. Like, crack is cheap. Crack is whack. In the words of Whitney.
So she should be doing something much bigger, right?
Something better. At least cocaine, I guess.
Oh, God.
Not cheap crack.
Man, I'm a lead out alone. I ain't.
And to the world, because I know we are broadcasting to the world. This is a joke. I do not promote drugs to anyone. Crack and all other drugs are whack. Say no. Go back to your 5th grade DARE program. Say no.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah, man.
All drugs. All of them.
You hear that, Ra?
Why? What you bring me up for?
No, I'm just saying, like she told you that, I mean, it's a good thing to take with you. All drugs.
I'm in the medical field, and that includes prescription drugs because prescription drug abuse is at an all-time high, I believe. So that means all drugs, All of them.
All drugs.
Yeah.
Prescription ayahuasca. Prescription ayahuasca. All that. You know what I'm saying? All drugs. Any drug that would send you to the moon. All drugs. You heard her.
I agree. Nobody should just be taking drugs.
I don't know if you agree all like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you would practice that if you agreed for real. But, you know, that's what that is.
About?
You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
So, yeah. I just wonder, is there a drug?
Right?
You said alcohol? What about alcohol?
Yeah. Alcohol is considered a drug. You know that, right?
It could be considered whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, drugs do some things, though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I wonder, is there a drug that, now on a serious note, if it could, like, shrink the head part of the body. I'm just saying, like, you think it's possible?
All about balance. So eventually everything will balance out with her. She had gastric, probably gastric sleeve. Gastric bypass gastric bypass is of the 90s. Gastric sleeve is more of the 2000s and
look at
2010s and things like that.
I ain't up on that.
Yeah, it's all kind of different ones these days, but the gastric sleeve is the latest, if I'm not mistaken. But eventually it will level out. Like, you lose a lot of weight in your body initially, and then everything else catches up. So her head will eventually level out with her body. And she's still doing a lot of
about a year or two.
Yeah, she's still probably doing a lot of adjusting. Because she's probably, like, you lose a drastic amount of weight and then you gain some of that back after so many years or so many months, and then everything starts to look normal. I know a couple of people who've done it personally, and they look great now. So they all level out. I remember when Al Sharpton first got a deal and Al Roker and Star Jones, and they all had that same classic bobblehead look.
Al Roker scared me for a moment. When I first saw that, I was like, what in the world had happened here, man? What? Al Roker, boy. I ain't even know and this was like some years ago, too. So I was just like, oh, what happened, you know? And that's before, like, I really understood what this was. I started hearing about it back then, that whole gastric, all that stuff, you know. But man, he scared me when I first saw him. But I think if you would look at pictures of him now, you would be like, okay, looks okay. And the same thing with Al Sharpton, because he looked ferocious at one point, but I think it looks okay now. Al Sharpton, when he was on stage with the dude, and he got in a fight with that guy, man, that's still the funniest thing ever. Who he got in a fight with? Yeah, this dude pushed Al Sharpton over, man. I have to go back and look. I forgot what it was, but I had to go back and look it up. And he was on stage with, I think, I don't know if it was like another Pat. I don't know who he was on stage with, but he got into this fight, and it was funny. That's all I can say. It was mad funny.
Yeah, Star Jones, my baby.
Really? You like Star Jones? That's your type?
Oh, well, I like Star Jones.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, anyway, whatever that is. No, I'm gonna leave that alone. But
Star Jones.
And I'm looking at pictures of Al Sharpton. Do not look at Al Sharpton. He's not a good example. He still got the bobblehead going on.
I mean, he probably still in it. You know, Al was working out. He probably, still the beginning stage of the workout. He doing push-ups on the desk, and he's doing push-ups on the desk. Probably doing.
No, don't look at Al Sharpton. He's not a good example. He still got the big head, little neck, big body.
With
I don't know what he got going on.
Yeah.
Push-ups on the desk.
Let me tell you, Al Sharpton, it was Roy Ennis. And, Roy knocked him over, you know what I'm saying? He was arguing with Al. Okay. She's
not that wrinkled either, so we're not going to even talk about that. She looks good.